following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. It's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, national anthem about to play, so we're going to take a quick break and be right back with the introduction between the Patriots and the Stars right after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, hello, and welcome to Young Field out in West Fargo, North Dakota. That's the site for tonight's matchup between the West Fargo Patriots and the Post 400 Stars. Eric Tiongson here with Magnitude Sports, and we'd like to thank you for tuning in today from wherever you may be. As Runs, no hits, no errors, no nothing. And we'll be right back with the bottom of the first. It's the Stars and the Patriots on Magnitude Sports. And we're back with more baseball in a moment.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
And we're back, about ready to start the bottom of the first inning. It's going to be Brennan Hammond, Trey Stalker, and Casey Clemenson, the three coming up to the plate. That's the top of the order for the Patriots. 0-0 your score after one half inning of play. It was a 1-2-3. No errors, no nothing as we take it towards the second. 0-0 between the Stars and the Patriots. Eric Tiongson with Magnitude Sports, and we're back with more baseball right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, welcome back. About to start the second inning of play here. 0-0 after one. Both these teams with 1, 2, 3 innings, and we'll see what the second has in store, as it's going to be the 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Stars. Hayden. No errors, no nothing as we take it towards the bottom half of the second. And your score 0-0. We're back with more baseball in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
All right, welcome back. About to start the bottom half of the second inning here. 0-0 your score between the Stars and the Patriots, as it's going to be Evan Berg, Griffin Stahl, and Caleb Deere, the three coming to the plate. The 4, 5, and 6 for West Fargo. First pitch on the way to Berg, and he takes 4 strike 1. I'd like to apologize about any potential technical difficulties that we are experiencing, as it appears as if you might have only been able to hear me coming to and from break, as Berg will take for strike 2. So hopefully we have that resolved now, as I can see the mic back up and working on the computer, and fingers crossed that it'll be smooth sailing here the rest of the way. Count is at 0-2 to Berg from Easton Rarick. And his pitch got him for strike 3. A Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Easton Rarick, his second of the game. And it's the first out of the inning. And it'll bring up Griffin Stahl. Stahl, the designated hitter here in this game, batting in the number 5 spot. For Easton Rarick, 3 balls, 13 strikes, making up his 16 pitches thus far. And as I mentioned earlier, 2 strikeouts for him already. Both Rarick and Anderson on the mound have been locked in thus far. Pitch on the way, that one popping the mitt of Crescent, but Stahl taking for ball 1. Rarick shaking off the signal. Now he likes what he sees. Working from the windup, the 1-0 is chopped on for a strike. Count even to Stahl. After Stahl, it'll be Caleb Deere. 1-1 pitch. That one taken low for strike 2. Rarick out ahead of the count, looking for out number 2. Next pitch will be number 20 for Easton Rarick. And he just missed the zone right there. That one taken just outside by Stahl to even up the count. 2-2 on the way. That one tipped foul. Stahl able to stay alive, getting a piece of that one. Back into the box he goes after the foul ball. Rarick deals again. Taken up high for ball 3. And for the first time today, a full count at 3-2. Payoff pitch. Survey says taken for ball 4. Stahl will walk. First base runner of the game for either team, and it's Griffin Stahl drawing the walk here in the bottom of the second. Brings up Caleb Deere. Deere out in right field today. See him over at first base and sometimes on the mound, but stationed out in the corner of the outfield. 1 on and 1 down for him. First pitch on the way to Deere, and he takes outside for ball 1. Oh, 1-0 from Rarick. Fastball taken for a strike. Count even at 1. Now they'll check the runner back over at first, throw getting by Beiswinger. Stahl taking off for second. And he's got that look in his eye as he rounds second over towards third. He's thinking one extra base, and he's got it. Griffin Stahl over to third on the throw. And it puts the opening run just 90 feet away for West Fargo. Now the complexion of this at-bat changing a whole lot for Caleb Deere. Ball put in the outfield would likely score Stahl, regardless of whether it's caught or not. 1-1 pitch, and it's a suicide squeeze, taking off for home and sliding in. Stahl is safe. First run of the game, and it's on a suicide squeeze that was not connected on. You see something new every single day. And it's 1-0 for West Fargo here in the second. Count is at 2-1 to Deere. And it turns out he didn't even need to touch the ball at all. Eric's 2-1 pitch hit hard on the ground and through the hole for a hit. Caleb Deere aboard with the first hit of the game. Brings up Peyton Jancy. So West Fargo getting the first base runner of the game on the walk. And then Caleb Deere with a single up the middle for the first hit of the game. Jancy has one aboard with one down. Both these teams with great catchers, both behind the plate and in the box. A battle of two of the premier catchers in the state of North Dakota. Peyton Jancy and Hayden Cresson. As Jancy will take for strike one. A 1 pitch on the way. Runner goes over towards second. Deere digging for second, and he slides in safe. Runner now in scoring position for Jancy. Count is even at 1. Rarick checking the runner. Pitch number 30 on the way from him. And it's chopped on for strike 2. 1-2 now to Jancy. Rarick and the Stars looking for out number 2. He'll take a quick breather out of the box and settle back in. Rarick will step off the mound. Checking on the runner, and they're going to call a balk. Deere over to third. So now Caleb Deere 90 feet away from scoring run number 2 for the Patriots. Those that followed West Fargo might recall the balk-off. That one coming back at Young Field against Manitoba a little over a month ago, as that one is chopped over towards Bryant, charging in from short. A nice pick, and the throw in time for out number 2 as Deere comes home to score. So the Patriots will trade the run for the out right there. Jancy grounding out, Deere scoring. And it's 2-0. West Fargo leads. Seth Wiggestrand settling in now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Now batting shortstop number 9, Seth Wiggestrand.
After Wiggestrand, Nolan Dodds, then back to the top of the order and Brandon Hammond. First pitch to Wiggestrand, and he takes it just high for ball 1. Wiggestrand has been a very busy man thus far, recording 4 of the 6 outs for the Patriots. And he takes for ball 2. Got all 3 back in the first and then 1 in the second. (2-0) from Rarick. That pitch is going to be taken for ball 3. So a quick 3-0 count to Wiggestrand with Dodds on deck. Productive inning thus far for the Patriots, and they're looking to keep it alive. (3-0) pitch, and that one taken for strike 1. Rarick trying to claw his way back into the at-bat. 3-1 pitch. That one bouncing and taken for ball 4. Wiggestrand walks and it keeps the inning going. Nolan Dodds, the number 9 man, up next. And he'll settle in with 1 on and 2 down. Merrick checking the runner. First pitch, big chop for strike 1. Crescent firing over to second as Wiggestrand took off on the jump. And he slides in safe with a stolen base. Seth Wiggestrand showing off the wheels right there. Second stolen base of the inning for the Patriots. Runner in scoring position on an 0-1 count. 2 steals, and then of course the runner advancing Stahl from first to third on the wild throw as Dodd swings for strike 2. And now Easton Merrick just 1 pitch away from ending the second. Matter, the second baseman, hovering around the bag. 0-2 taken for strike 3. Merrick got him looking for his 3rd Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout of the game. And that's going to do it here for the second inning. A productive one for the Patriots as they bring home 2 on 1 hit. And it's 2-0 your score. West Fargo up on top over Post 400. We'll take it to the top of the 3rd after a few words from your sponsors on Magnitude Sports.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
Life is busy, and we all get distracted from time to time. But at Starion, they work hard to keep what's important to me in focus. They are continually upgrading their technology, so I can spend more time playing and less time banking. And although I can do almost all of my banking away from the branch, visiting my banker in person puts a smile on my face and reminds me they're always there for me, ready to help.
All right, welcome back. We're live from Young Field out in West Fargo, North Dakota. The Magnitude Sports Civil War. The Stars and the Patriots through 2. It's 2-0 as Nick Hasbargen will be leading things off here. Hasbargen, Graff, and Bryant, the 3 coming to the plate. The 7, 8, and 9 for the Stars. And Hasbargen will foul off the bunt attempt for strike 1. For Caleb Anderson, through his first 2 innings of work, 20 pitches, 6 balls, and 14 strikes. Now up to 21 after the foul ball. Just about a half an hour into this one. Once again, just one single 9-inning game tonight between these two. 0-1 on the way, and it's chopped on for strike 2. I think back to the previous season, these two teams met for a single 9-inning game, and that was a thrilling one in which Post 400 won by the skin of their teeth. That one out at Starion. As Anderson gets Hasbargen swinging for strike 3. First Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout of the game for Caleb Anderson. And it's the first out of the inning. And it brings up Caden Graff. And if my memory serves me correct, that was actually a walk-off win for the Stars in the bottom of the 9th. As the first pitch is going to be taken for strike 1. Or it could have been the 10th. There's a small part of me that believes that game might have gone to 1 extra inning But I might have to go dig back in the archives and look at that one. Graff will take for a ball to even the count at 1. And it would have been at around this time last year as well. I do remember it was one of the last games that I did last summer. One on the way. That one sent very high out towards the middle of the outfield. And it's going to be caught by Dodds out in center for out number 2. Center fielder putting the squeeze on that one, and it's 2 down for the number 9 hitter, Matt Bryant. After Bryant's back to the top of the order, and Oliver Lucht.
Brings to the bat. Number 6, shortstop Matt Bryant.
First pitch on the way to Bryant, and he sends that one back in towards the screen. Fouled off the count at 0-1. Bryant back into the box. Anderson has been dealing thus far and moving through the order in quick order. Bryant takes for a ball. I do know there's one game for sure that went to extra innings this year, and that was the Stars game against St. Mike's out in Omaha. As Bryant sends that one the other way out towards left field. On the move is Stalker, and he closes the gap and makes the catch. Nice catch out near the foul line for out number 3. That's going to do it here for the top of the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors, no nothing. Another 1-2-3 for Caleb Anderson. And we'll take it over towards the bottom of the 3rd. 2-0 your score. The Patriots leading the Stars, and we're back with more baseball in a moment.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
All right, we're back. About to start the bottom half of the 3rd, and it's going to be the top of the order due up for the Patriots. Brennan Hammond, Trey Stalker, and Casey Clemenson. Hammond 0 for 1 with a ground out over towards Grant Matter at second in this ball game. And the first pitch he swings on, line shot out towards center field and dropping for a hit. And right on cue, Hammond 1 for 2 with his first hit of the game. Single puts on 1 for Trey Stalker. Second hit of the game for the Patriots. 2 hits and 2 runs for them. Stalker 0 for 1, retired on strikes his first trip to the plate. Rarick now at 40 pitches on the game, 14 balls and 26 strikes. First pitch swung on and fouled as the runner took off. And Hammond will have to trot back over to the bag. Foul ball for strike 1. Maybe a hit and run scenario of sorts. Stalker trying his best to make contact and put the ball in play, and Hammond off with the pitch. Now Rarick checking over at first with the runner in mind. 0-1 on the way, and a big chop for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count to Trey Stalker. Stalker receiving some instructions from his coach down the third base line. And back into the box he goes. Oh, 2 on the way. Runner goes again. It's going to be taken for strike 3 as the throw comes in over towards second. And Hammond is going to be safe. So chalk up another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Easton Rarick, as that'll be the first out of the inning. Hammond over in scoring position now after the steal. For Easton Rarick, that's his 4th strikeout of the game. 2 of them swinging, 2 of them looking. Here's Casey Clemenson, who's 0 for 1, grounding out his first trip up. Clemenson will take the first pitch just outside for ball 1. Thus far, no changes for either team, of course. As I mentioned earlier, you might have not been able to hear it due to a few technical difficulties, but there's a good chance that we'll be seeing a lot of substitutions in this game. Of course, a 9-inning affair, and with the postseason looming right around the corner, would not be surprising to see a lot of new faces come in and out of the game. Get some guys some playing time, mix things up, save some arms before the grueling state tournament. And we'll be bringing you coverage of the state tournament July 26th through the 30th on Magnitude Sports. Rarick checking the runner at second. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one hit the other way, carrying out towards right field. Coming on in and going down to his knees is Hasbargen. And he makes a nice catch for out number 2.
Yeah, Nick.
The runner Hammond will hold up over at second as it brings up Evan Berg. Berg 0 for 1 with a strikeout in this game. Berg has a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Bottom of the 3rd here, about 1/3 of the way through this game. First pitch to Berg. He takes the breaking ball for strike 1. A few of the Post 400 fans starting to get into it. Pitch was nasty. 0-1, runner goes. Pitch going to be taken. Crescent firing over to 3rd and sliding in head first is Hammond safe. Berg looking at an 0-2 count. Hammond now just 90 feet away from scoring run number 3. Rarick looking to send this game into the 4th. That pitch taken inside for a ball. Berg falling back there, dodging the fire. Count at 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Oh man. Could hear that one all the way out in Williston as it clangs up against the top, the metal top of the backstop. The foul ball keeps the count at 1-2. That might be the loudest foul ball of the season. 1-2 pitch taken up high and inside. There's actually 2 loud foul balls in the West Fargo versus West Side game. One going up against the metal support beam on the backstop and another one against the metal bleachers. That one is going to be popped up out towards left field. Caden Graff using his hand to block out the sun, and he makes the catch through the sunshine for out number 3. So Hammond is going to be stranded over at 3rd as that's going to do it for the 3rd. 2-0 your score. The Patriots up on top over the Stars, and we'll take it to the 4th right after a few words from your sponsors here on Magnitude Sports. We'll be right back.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, we're back through 3. It's a 2-0 lead with the Patriots up on top over Post 400.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of...
All right, so apologies about that. Phil Hansen getting a little excited there, preaching good sportsmanship. Well, it's been good sportsmanship between these two sides thus far. Somewhere Phil Hansen is smiling as Oliver Lucht will settle in. Top of the order due up. It's going to be Lucht, Matter, and Rarick, the three coming to the plate. Facing off against Caleb Anderson. 29 pitches for him, 8 balls and 21 strikes. You'll get your moment to shine soon enough, Phil, after the conclusion of this half inning, as Lucht will take for ball 1. 41 minutes into the game now. Here in the top of the 4th. And it's probably easy for me to say up in the box, but it feels like the temperature has dropped just a tiny bit. And as soon as I check my phone, it appears as if there's been no movement on the thermometer from the time that I arrived here. Still 89 degrees with 6-mile-per-hour winds. It should be hovering around the high 80s for the rest of the night. 2-0 pitch. That one taken low for ball 3. And the leadoff man Lucht. 1 pitch away from walking to start things off. He's 0 for 1, lining out his first time up. That one snagged by Seth Wiggestrand over at short. Anderson from the stretch. Pitch on the way, fastball. And it's going to be taken down Main Street for strike 1. Looking to battle back in the count, cashing in the free strike coupon, as Mike always likes to say. See, if he has a coupon book worth of strikes, as that one is going to be taken for ball 4. And Lucht will walk. Grant Matter up next. I wonder if coupon books are still a thing or not. Feels like I haven't seen one in a long time. Remember, my mother used to have a coupon book about the size of War and Peace. And I used to think that that was the most valuable book in existence. Deals galore, pages worth of them. As the fastball is taken inside the Matter for ball 1. If extreme couponing was a book instead of a show, that's what it would be.
And then I got popcorn too, so.
1-0 on the way. Taken down the middle and low for strike 1. Count even to Matter. Anderson checking on Lucht over at first. Another one of those players that has some wheels on him. 1-1 taken outside for ball 2. Two and 1 to Matter. Lucht, one of the premier entertainers in the state. Makes a lot of acrobatic grabs out in center field. Has a nice bat on him, and there's the speed right there. Let's watch him run. Over to second. It's a nice throw by Jancy, but just bouncing away. And Lucht is in safe at second. Lucht now into scoring position. Count at 3-1. Matter is 0 for 1, flying out his first time up. He's on the verge of walking in trip number 2. Easton Rarick, the starting pitcher in the on-deck circle. And as you can see, there is a literal on-deck circle that he's standing in. Sometimes it's a figure of speech that I use. 3-1 taken for a strike to fill up the count. Payoff pitch on the way from Caleb Anderson, looking for the first out of the 4th. Next pitch will be number 40 for him. Payoff pitch, survey says, popped up out towards center. Dodds on the move. And drifting on in, making the catch for out number 1, Lucht. Taking a few steps off of second, but holding his horses as he holds up. And it'll bring up Easton Rarick.
Good job, Dope. Number 2 pitcher, Easton Rarick.
Rarick 0 for 1, flying out his first time up. After Rarick, it'll be Hayden Crescent, the catcher.
Yeah, it looks nice. Friday sounds good right now. I wouldn't. Someone brought me up. Yo, we should go to that chicken first. Some chicken? Some chicken.
First pitch to Rarick. And he tips it foul, fouling it back for strike one.
You can. Yeah,
Rarick also with 4 strikeouts on the mound.
What's your flavor, Brad? Orange.
0-1 pitch. Taken up high for a ball. Count even at 1.
They're partying all right?
1-1 on the way. And Rarick lays off as it finds the zone for strike 2.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Anderson with a runner threatening over at second and looking for an also important second out.
It's just like natural.
1-2. Taken high for ball 2. Rarick able to hold off, and the count's back to even. Very important at bat right here, even only in the 4th.
Cinnamon burger. What? Cinnamon burger. So good. Have it. Like, is it like an actual burger? Yeah.
Anderson checking the runner twice and now 3 times over. Turning around and looking at luck to quickly retreats back to the bag.
Some chicken. Is it Gabby? Gabby's looking at you. Look.
Rarick back into the box.
Want some popcorn? No, but there's I caught it. I didn't put it.
2-2 on the way and taken outside for ball 3 and another full count. 3-2 now to Rarick. Didn't see our first full count till the bottom of the 2nd, and now a few here in quick succession. First base is open should Rarick walk. 3-2 on the way. Taken for ball 4, and he will. Puts on 2 for Hayden Crescent. Lucked at second, Rarick at first. Hayden Crescent 0 for 1, grounding out his first time up. And it was a nice play by Brennan Hammond over at second. Hammond with a nice play on the grounder and also snagging a liner, scooping it up like a scoop of ice cream just before it could touch the turf infield. And another loud foul ball. Second ball we've seen hit that top of the backstop. Clanging away for strike 1. For a moment, I've been briefly transported to Jim Cota Stadium. Very reminiscent of the soccer ball clanging up against the top crossbar as that one is grounded over towards Hammond at second, firing over to first for out number 2. Lucked over to third, Rarick over to second. 2 down now for Jackson Beiswinger. Beiswinger, who I actually had an encounter with at one of our sponsors, Sweet Shots, coming a few weeks ago. Nice little crossover right there. Magnitude in real life. First pitch, and he will take for ball 1. Beiswinger's 0 for 1 with that aforementioned line out to Hammond. And now time is going to be called. I gotta say, I felt like a celebrity being recognized right away by Beiswinger. Magnitude Eric is what he referred me to as the 1-0 comes in. I don't think I've ever felt cooler than that. Now 2-0 to Beiswinger.
Don't they have pina colada?
No. They only go.
Good. You didn't want the bases loaded.
It's Eli Mock in the on-deck circle. The two corner infielders hitting back-to-back. That last pitch, number 50 for Anderson. 51 taken for ball 3. And here we go, 3-0 counts. Runners on second and third with first open. Should Beiswinger walk, that would load the bases for Mock. And a very important pitch right here. 3-0, finds his own for strike 1. Anderson's 3-1 on the way. Taken for ball 4, and holding up over at third is going to be Lucht as that one bounced right off the backstop. Bases loaded now for Eli Mock with 2 down.
Number 15, third baseman Eli Mock.
Mock is 0 for 1 with a flyout, and here comes a meeting on the mound. First meeting on the mound for either team, as Coach Rowe is going to make the walk out towards the bump. The infield coming in as well, and we'll see what happens right here as it is a bases loaded jam for Caleb Anderson. Lucht over at third, Rarick over at second, Beiswinger over at first. Those are your faces on the bases for the Stars. Here in the top of the fourth, a 2-0 game. West Fargo holding the lead, but the Stars threatening to cut into that lead, maybe even knot it up or take the lead. Meeting will be adjourned.
So you did let that one. You wouldn't even like this.
Most important at-bat of the game thus far. In a game that should promise to have plenty important at-bats.
No.
I'm joking.
First pitch hit hard the other way but foul. Into the trees for strike 1.
Isn't that delicious? Oh, hey. I need some soda in me today. What?
0-1. That one on the ground should be playable for Wiggestrand, who underhand tosses it over to second for a very important third out. So that's going to do it here for the top of the fourth as 3 are stranded. None coming across. Your score 2-0. The Patriots up on top over the Stars, and we're back with more baseball. Bottom of the fourth coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Did you go yet? Is it good? What's Fargo? It's not good.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Alrighty, thank you, Phil. We're back here in the bottom of the fourth. Griffin Stahl, Caleb Deere, and Peyton Jancy, the 3 scheduled to hit. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters in a 2-0 game. The Patriots up on top over the Stars. As it looks like it's going to be Caden Graff out on the mound for Easton Rarick. So Rarick's night is done after 3 innings of work. 17 balls and 35 strikes for him. 52 total pitches, as well as 4 strikeouts. And in comes Caden Graff from left field. We'll see if there's any other changes around the diamond, as it looks like Joe Fryer will take over in left for Graff. And Rarick will be out in the field now. Looks to be over at short, and Bryant sliding over to second. Yes, that is how the middle of the infield has shaped up for the majority of the season for the Stars, and going to use my critical thinking skills to assume that that is the case here. And as soon as I say that, you can see Rarick hovering around over towards the second base spot. We do know Griffin Stahl will be in the box. Stahl walking his first time up. And sure enough, it will be Rarick sliding over to short. So Rarick to short, Bryant to second. Fryer to left, Graff to the mound. Count is at 1-0 to Stahl. Second pitch from Graff finds his own first strike. Two runs on 2 hits thus far for West Fargo. That one is swung on for strike 2. Tough to tell whether or not Stahl was able to get a piece of that one, but it's going to be irrelevant regardless, as the pitch came in on a 1-strike count. Now it's 1-2. Graff from the windup. Pitch on the way, hit hard over and through the middle for a base hit. That one just escaping the glove of Beiswinger. 1 up and 1 on. Griffin Stahl now 1 for 1. Up next, Caleb Deere. Deere 1 for 1 with a single. That the first hit of the game. Stahl was the first base runner of the game with his walk. Those two doing some damage to jumpstart the scoring for West Fargo, and we'll see what they have in store here in the 4th. So those 2 runs came back in the second. Bunt is going to be shown by Deere, as they'll take the out over at first. Graff firing over to first base for out number 1. Runner advancing on over to second. Brings up Peyton Jancy. And to quote a movie that I refer to so many times while doing baseball games, to quote Moneyball, when there's a bunt, don't try and be a hero and take the out. That was the case of Graff right there, just firing on over to first and taking the out that was given to him. Of course, the trade-off is now the Patriots have a runner in scoring position. 1 down for Jancy, who swings at the first pitch through the hole for a hit. Stahl going on over to third, and he's going to be held up there, as that'll put runners on the corners. Jancy now 1 for 2. That the 4th hit of the game for the Patriots.
Brings up shortstop number 9, Seth Wiggestrand.
Seth Wiggestrand up next, and Wiggestrand walking his first time up. If you're a baseball fan and you haven't seen the movie Moneyball, I highly recommend you go check it out. You can find it on Hulu. Starring Brad Pitt, also features Jonah Hill. As the pitch comes in and is swung on for strike 1. Runner taking off over towards second, and Jancy in safe, and now checking back over at third, and Stahl safe as well. A movie based on a book, based on real life, centering around the general manager for the Oakland Athletics, Billy Beane. Corner infielders coming in. Pitch is going to be smoked and through for a hit. Coming home to score is Stahl, as Jancy's going to be held up over at third. It's an RBI single for Seth Wiggestrand, and it puts 1 more run on the board. 3-0 for West Fargo. Runners back to the corners now for Nolan Dodds. Dodds 0 for 1, striking out his first time up. Crescent is going to walk over towards the mound and have a brief word with his pitcher, as looks like the base runners and the hitters are having a quick conference with Coach Rowe over down the third baseline. 3-0 your score here. West Fargo scoring a run and threatening for some more with 1 down and 2 on. Dodds then back to the top of the order, and Brennan Hammond. just hitting the hour mark in this game now. 7 o'clock here out in West Fargo. Normally this would be around the time that we'd be starting game 2 of a doubleheader. As Graf is going to fire back over to first. Wigstrand sliding in on the throw. Of course, we've been spotted a few innings in this de facto start for game 2. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Normally in a 7-inning game, we would be at the halfway point, but we will get to the halfway point in the bottom of the 5th instead. You have to wait an extra inning for halftime. Graf checking on Wigstrand again. He retreats back to first. 1-0, runner goes. That one dribbled on the ground over towards the shortstop, Rarick, firing over to first. And they got him for out number 2. Nice throw by Easton Rarick to get Dodds as Jancy comes home to score. 2 more here in the 4th for West Fargo. They now lead 4-0.
Fielder's choice by Dodds brings to the plate number 5, second baseman Brennan Hammond.
Brings up Brennan Hammond. Hammond has a runner on second with 2 down. First pitch, a strike to Hammond. He's 1 for 2, grounding out and then singling. Graf will step off the mound. Of course, with a 9-inning game, we'll also have a true 7th-inning stretch. The 7-inning game, it's not always a guarantee that we'll reach the bottom of the 7th. Who knows, maybe Take Me Out to the Ball Game will be played. 0-1 popped up very high. That one out towards the shallow part of the outfield and caught by Rarick out on the grass for out number 3. So that's going to do it here for the 4th through 4. West Fargo leads by 4. It's 4-0 as 1 is left on. And we're going to take it over to the 5th inning here. Patriots up on top over the Stars of the Magnitude Sports Civil War. Eric Tiongson with Magnitude Sports. And we're back with more baseball here in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local running store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford truck giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Welcome back. Welcome to inning number 5 of play. It's going to be the 7, 8, and 9 duo for the Stars. Nick Hasbargen, Caden Graf, and Matt Bright, the 3 scheduled to hit. Hasbargen is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, facing off for his 2nd time against Caleb Anderson, who's on 55 pitches, 23 balls, and 32 strikes for him. First pitch swung on for strike 1. 0-1 to Hasbargen.
Come on, Nick. Go, Nicky.
Anderson also with 1 strikeout on the game. 0-1. Taken inside for a ball.
Oh, boy.
Count even at 1. One dealing on the way, and it's fouled over towards the Patriot dugout. 1 and 2. We've seen a few hot shots over towards various dugouts throughout the season. Players always have to be on their toes over there. Of course, they don't have that big screen to protect them like the spectators. 1-2, and speaking of hot shots, that one out towards the bullpen. Fouled off to keep the count where it is. There is some activity in the bullpen for these Stars. Cannot quite make out who's out in there. Looks to be Jacob Top who's warming up. Top, a notable pitcher for these Stars and probably a top candidate to come in, as that one is going to be swung on for strike 3. Hasbargen taking off over towards first, and he's safe on the drop third strike. First baseman of the inning reaching on a strikeout. Caden Graff up next. Graff is 0 for 1 with a flyout. So chalk that up as strikeout number 2 for Caleb Anderson. But still 0 outs here in the 5th. Go figure, as the count is 1-0 to Graff. The third game I did this entire summer actually featured a drop third strike in a very critical moment of it. That was game 2 of the doubleheader of the Blue-White series. It was a drop third strike with the bases loaded, and White actually ended up taking the lead on that drop third strike. One of the most exciting games I did all year, as that one is taken for a ball, and taking off for second is going to be Hasbargen. Even though it was an exhibition game of sorts, and quote-unquote didn't matter in the standings, don't tell that to any of the players out on the field, as the energy from the dugouts and out on the field was second to none. Two 2-0 to Graff. And he chops that one on the ground and foul. Count now at 2-1.
Jets are in the semifinal game. Oh, yeah. They beat Valley 12-0. The Jets? No. 12-0.
Feels like a lifetime ago, that one back in late May.
Bro, so the winner of this game has a free
2-1 pitch. Inside, a fastball taken for ball 3.
No way.
Graff with a hitter's count with Matt Bryant on deck. Next pitch will be number 65 for Caleb Anderson. 3-1 inside for ball 4, and Graff will walk. Bryant up next, who's 0 for 1 with a flyout. 2 on and 0 outs for him. A golden opportunity for post 400 to try and trim into the deficit.
Where does he live when he comes down here?
First pitch to Bryant, and he takes it for ball 1. Taking off for third is Hasbargen, and taking off for second is Graff, and they both trot in safely.
He's not even throwing hard.
The Stars starting to threaten here in the top of the 5th, and right on cue, it's going to be a meeting on the mound for the Patriots. Infield coming in. Anderson now on 66 pitches, 29 balls, and 37 strikes for him, as well as 2 strikeouts. A strikeout that counted as an out, and then, of course, the drop third strike that brought aboard Hasbargen to kick off the 5th. But your count at 1-0 to Bryant. After that, back to the top of the order, and Oliver Lucht and Grant Matter. Umpire walking out, probably just trying to essentially break up the meeting of sorts. See that a lot. Of course, there's that running clock in his head. He'll make the slow walkout, say, all right, boys, break it up here. And we're back to baseball with Bryant settling in.
No. What happened? What? Can Carson hear it? No. So everyone.
1-0 pitch hit the other way and dropping. Coming home to score is going to be Hasbargen. Graff held up over at third. There's your first hit and your first run of the game. It's 4-1. The Stars trimming into the lead. Matt Bryant with an RBI single.
Yeah, baby.
And it brings up Oliver Lucht. Lucht 0 for 1, lining out and then walking. Still 3 outs to play with here in the 5th.
One game, not over yet.
Of course, I mentioned the first hit of the game, thus breaking up the no-hitter for Caleb Anderson. First pitch swung on and popped up. Wiggestrand is going to claim it and make the catch for out number 1.
What's up, Freddie?
And at this point, I think you all know what's coming next. 1 pitch, 1 out, peak efficiency for Caleb Anderson as it brings up Grant Matter. Actually, it's going to be Job Fryer, excuse me.
Let's go, Job.
Matter being subbed out.
Go, Joby.
As they had a few moves around the diamond.
Come on, Joby.
So Fryer will see his first at-bat of the night. And he takes for strike 1. We do know it'll be Rarick up next. So he's getting some cuts in the on-deck circle.
Come on, Joby, on baby.
Now Anderson is going to just toss it lightly back over to third. Next pitch will be number 70 for him.
What?
0-1. Hard hit and foul.
4. See what she could.
Anderson looking for a huge second out right here.
I think you hit it.
Stars getting the first run of the game just a few at-bats ago. Now a 3-run game, threatening for a few more. 0-2, and he got him swinging for strike 3. It's another drop third strike. He's taking off for first, and he's going to be safe. Graff sliding in, and it's just like that. It's a 2-run ball game. 2-4 now on the drop third strike.
Run scores though. Ow.
Easton Rarick up next.
Shortstop number 2, Easton Rarick.
Who's that? Come on, 2. Nick Hasbargen, Kale Center kill.
First pitch, that one chopped on the ground. Charging in is Hammond from second. Over to first for out number 3. So that's going to do it here for the top of the 5th as 2 come across for post 400. Now a 2-run ball game here. 2-4 your score. Patriots still leading as we take it towards the bottom of the 5th. And we'll be back with more baseball here in a moment right after this on Magnitude Sports.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
And we're back, about ready to start the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Trey Stalker, Casey Clemenson, and Evan Berg, the 3 scheduled to hit. Stalker 0 for 2 on the game with 2 strikeouts, as Caden Graff will be out for inning number 2 of relief pitching. The first inning, 2 balls and 10 strikes for him, making up the 12 pitches. 2-4 your score. The Stars bringing home 2 in the top of the 5th. Also registering their first hit of the game, as this game has become a whole lot more interesting here. And we're now at the halfway point here in the bottom of the 5th. That one a line shot over the head of Rarick, dropping for a hit. Stalker thinking extra bases as he's digging for second. The throw on the way, and he beats it with the slide. Nice hustle by Trey Stalker. First pitch, and it's a 2-bagger to start things off.
Leadoff double by Stalker. Bring to the plate. First baseman number 21, Casey.
Casey Clemenson up next, and Clemenson is 0 for 2, grounding out and then flying out. Stalker over at second after the double.
Crazy.
2-run game, and West Fargo looking to maybe pad their lead a little bit more here.
Thank God.
First pitch, that one fouled straight back. 0-1 to Clemenson.
Okay, I got that green one.
I got the red.
Oh God, I got that. You got that purple.
0-1, that one getting away, and taking off for third is going to be Stalker. As Clemenson slightly ducks and avoids the pitch. Now Stalker over at third.
What?
1-1 to the first baseman. 1-1, fastball taken high and away for ball 2. Two 2-1, taken outside for ball 3. After Clemenson, it's Evan Berg. 3-1 pitch, breaking ball, and it's taken for ball 4. So Clemenson will walk on 5 pitches, and it puts runners on the corners for Evan Berg.
Clemenson brings up third baseman number 7, Evan Berg.
Berg 0 for 2, striking out and then flying out. It looks like we are going to have a courtesy runner over at first base, as Connor Enns is going to come in. And you wonder perhaps if that is going to be some foreshadowing for substitution, as we see Enns over at first base a lot. Clemenson currently over at first, maybe giving him a chance to hit here in the 5th and then swapping him out. But we'll see for sure. First pitch bunt shown by Berg, laid down nicely, digging for home, and scoring is going to be Stalker. Throw over to first, and Berg is going to be safe. Berg brings home run number 5 for West Fargo. 5-2 your score. 2 on for Griffin Stahl, as that one is going to be chalked up as a base hit bunt. RBI bunt. And hit number 7 for West Fargo. Stahl is 1 for 1 with one of those hits, walking and then singling.
Jordan.
Next pitch will be number 20 for Caden Graff. Bunt being shown again as it's going to be taken for ball 1. 7 balls and 13 strikes for Graff. Now the first baseman, Beiswinger, coming in, trotting back. Actually, it's Drew Rarick over at first. So a few more changes coming in. Beiswinger swapped out for Rarick. So now 2 Raricks in the infield. Bunt being shown again. That one dribbling up the middle over towards the mound. Graff firing over to first in time for out number 1 as the runners will advance. Ends the third and Berg to second. First out of the inning.
the right fielder,
Good buddy.
number 10, Caleb Deere.
Me and him used to be best buddies.
Brings up Caleb Deere, who's 1 for 2, singling and then grounding out. Crescent's going to have a brief word with Graff. One down here with 2 in scoring position for Deere. After Deere, scheduled up is going to be Peyton Jancy and Seth Wiggestrand. And it indeed will be Jancy who's in the on-deck circle. Back to the box goes Deere. Pitch on the way. Taken for ball 1.
Let's go to all 3. I want some chicken.
I'll be down, bro. So take it.
1-0. That one lifted out towards the outfield, carrying out towards the gap, and it's going to drop for a hit. Coming home to score is going to be Ensberg, following right behind as the relay throw comes in. And over to second goes Deere, a 2-run 2-bagger. Second hit of the game for Caleb Deere, and it makes it a 7-2 ball game. Peyton Jancy up next, and Jancy is 1 for 2, grounding out and then singling. These West Fargo bats starting to heat up here over these past few innings.
I don't like that flavor.
3 here in the 5th, 2 in the 4th, and 2 in the 2nd.
We emptied the stash.
First pitch taken for a ball. Graff checking the runner, working from the stretch. 1-0, finds his own for a strike. Count even at 1.
It's no bad.
1-1 incoming. Chopped on for strike 2. Graff looking for out number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the catcher Jancy. One, 2. That one fouled off of Jancy. The West Fargo game back out in Grand Forks. There was a ball that came off one of the batters on a bunt attempt. Actually hit him. There was enough in play that it was ruled as an out. First time I'd seen that doing a baseball game. 1-2, bouncing in the turf of sorts, or the derf as I've referred to it as before. Evens the count at 2. Of course, a combination of the words dirt and turf almost sounds like an insult. Sounds like a name you could call someone. 2-2, that one driven out towards left field, carrying out towards the wall, and drifting back and making the catch is going to be Fryer. Jancy drives it out to left, and it's out number 2. Runners holding up as it's going to bring up Seth Wiggestrand.
Next up, the Patriots shortstop number 9, Seth Wiggestrand.
Wiggestrand is 1 for 1, walking and then singling. Next pitch will be number 30 for Caden Graff. And he swings at the first pitch. That one carrying out towards foul territory and just dropping foul. Game of inches, and it's 0-1. Asbarget and Rarick, as well as Bryant, were triangulating that ball, trying to close in and make the catch. But it just dropped right in front of the Bermuda Triangle. 0-1. Second pitch to Wiggestrand. Hit hard on the ground over towards short. Firing over to first on the way. The throw is high, and he's going to be safe. Wiggestrand safe over at first. Runners on the corners. That's going to be scored as an error officially. Nolan Dodds up next. Dodds 0 for 2, striking out and then grounding out. Deer over at third, Wiggestrand over at first. First pitch is going to be taken for a strike to Dodds. After Dodds, it's back to the top of the order and Brennan Hammond. Seven runs on 8 hits thus far for the Patriots. Now, bit of a pickle of sorts. Caught in between first and second is Wiggestrand, and now taking off for home. And caught in between home and third is going to be Deer, who's going to score on the throw. Wiggestrand digging for third, head first slide, and he's in safe. West Fargo snags another run. It's 8-2. Dodds still looking at an 0-1 count. He has Wiggestrand 90 feet away from scoring run number 9. Oh, one pitch fouled straight back. 0-2 to Dodds. Oh, 2, that one, ooh, high and tight. And taking off for home is going to be Wiggestrand, who slides in. Another run coming across and another productive inning for West Fargo. Now 5 scoring here in the 5th. And it makes it 9-2. One and 2 to Dodds, who will settle back into the box. Graff's pitch dribbled foul. Into the dugout it goes. Here's another 1-2. That one taken just outside for ball 2. And I believe for the first time today, it's 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. Graff's pitch taken low and outside for ball 3. Full count to Dodds with 2 away. Brennan Hammond waiting in the wings.
Is that like the same with like Thompson?
Payoff pitch, survey says, popped up, carrying out towards the outfield. Meandering over is Fryer, who makes the catch for out number 3. So that's going to do it here for the 5th. As 5 come across for West Fargo. Your score through 5, 9-2. It's the Patriots up on top over the Stars, and we'll take it to the 6th here. 9-inning affair between West Fargo and Post 400. And we're back with more in a moment on Magnitude.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, we're back. About ready to start the 6th inning of play. Would like to give a assist to the PA announcer for helping me out with these changes here. There's a lot of them across the diamond for West Fargo. Cooper Borkart now out in left field. Matt Heupel out in right. Connor Renz over at first base. Caleb Deere at second. Easton Heisler behind the plate. We also have a change in the lineup for these Stars. It's going to be Chayton Sen leading things off. Sen will be followed by Drew Rarick. Those two young men seeing their first at-bats of the night. Caleb Anderson still out on the mound for the Patriots. 72 pitches for him, 29 balls and 43 strikes. 9-2 your score, with 5 coming across in the previous half inning for the Patriots. First pitch is going to be popped up, and that one just gliding against the screen for a foul ball. 0-1 to Sen. Sen coming in for Crescent, who is hitting in the cleanup spot, and presumably coming in behind the plate as well. He was out there with Jacob Top in the bullpen warming up. Perhaps we'll see Top in the next half inning for the Stars. That pitch in for strike 2. We have seen Sen at catcher this season. Seen him a lot out in right field. He's been flashing the leather a lot. But I do remember a game in the Creighton Prep Tournament. He was stationed behind the plate. Count now 1-2 to Sen. One-two pitch. That one taken outside for ball 2. 2-2 to Sen. Even count delivery taken for strike 3. Anderson got him looking for a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and your first out of the inning. That the 4th strikeout of the game for Caleb Anderson. So here is Drew Rarick, first at bat of the game for him. Drew Rarick's name was actually floating around a bit during the Gopher Classic. Speaking with a few fans, fans, of course, probably same difference in this context, of Mankato National, one of the teams that Post 400 squared off against, and they're asking me about him and his pitch speed. There was chatter of him throwing in the 90s in his start. Rarick swings to even the count at 1. And I have seen Rarick pitch one game. That was out in Mandan, I believe. And there was a radar gun there, and sure enough, he was hovering in the high 80s and touched the 90s a few times. Count is even at 1. That one chopped on for strike 2. And I really wish there was a radar gun for the Mankato pitcher that the Stars faced off against. Minnesota Randy Johnson of sorts, standing at 6'6" and an absolute heater. 6'6", according to one of the parents. 1-2 on the way, and that one fouled off. Of course, Randy Johnson, one of the best pitchers in baseball history, nicknamed the Big Unit, and standing at 6'10", and also killed a bird with one of his pitches. 1-2 on the way, and that one hit him. Rarick hit by pitch, and he takes his base over at first. Brings up Eli Mock. Chayton Sen taking the day off of getting hit by a pitch there. The previous batter, but it'll be Rarick beamed. And Eli Mock into the box. Mock is 0 for 2, flying out and grounding out. Infield coming in for a moment. Coach Rowe will trot over as well. So meeting on the mound here in the top of the 6th. 1 down and 1 on for Mock. And Mock will be followed by Jake Jershevsky. That's going to do it for Caleb Anderson. Getting a nice applause as he makes his walk over towards the dugout. And it's going to be Skylar Horde coming in to replace him. So for Caleb Anderson, going 5 1/3 innings, throwing 82 pitches, surrendering 2 runs and 4 strikeouts to go with 1 hit and 4 walks. Horde's going to warm up. We're going to take a quick break, get a few words from your sponsors, and be right back. Skylar Horde versus Eli Mock on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
And we're back. Horde's warm-ups are in the books as Eli Mock will take over in the box. Mock is 0 for 2, flying out and then grounding out. Both of them towards the area of the shortstop. So Rarick, the runner, at first after getting hit by a pitch, and Mock will take 4-1. After Mock, it'll be Jake Jarzewski hitting the spot of Nick Hasbargen and presumably taking over for him in the outfield as well. Mock will take for ball 2. And after Jarzewski, Caden Graff. 2-0 becomes 3-0. Pitch on the way, taken for strike 1. Mock was ready to take his base over at first, but Horde finding the zone. It's now 3-1. Pitch on the way and hit hard but foul. Full count at 3-2. And the first at-bat of the night for Skylar Horde is going to feature a payoff pitch. Here is the 3-2. Taken outside, and Mock will walk. 2 on with 1 down for Jake Jarzewski. First at-bat of the night for him, and it's a big spot here. Post 400 trying to mount some runs.
Number 5, Jake Jarzewski.
First pitch on the way. Fastball taken for strike 1. Horde checking the runner Rarick as his pitch comes in high to even the count. One. That one popped up very high, but out in foul territory, and in fact, out of the stadium. As it'll roll away out towards the grass near the dugout. And the count is at 1-2, and a lucky fan gets to go trot that one down out in the middle of the brush. 1-2, ooh, hit him on the head. Domed him to load the bases. And that is why you wear your helmet. Pediatricians everywhere smiling right now. Bases loaded now for Caden Graff. Graff 0 for 1, flying out and then walking. First pitch coming inside for a ball. Graff 0 for 1, flying out and then walking. as he takes for strike one, count even. 1-1 from Horde. Just missing the corner for ball two. Rarick over at third, Mock at second, Jershevsky at first. Those are your faces on the bases for the Stars. 2-1 pitch, missing the zone for ball three. Matt Bryant in the on-deck circle. Graff will take for ball four. Bases loaded walk, and it brings home a run. 9-3 your score now. And it brings up Matt Bryant. Bryant is 1 for 2, flying out and then singling. First pitch, Bryant will take for strike one on a fastball, catching the outside part of the zone. Oh, 1 fastball chopped on the ground and drifting foul. 0-2 to Bryant. Big pitch right here. Horde trying to get the second out of the inning. Bryant trying to mount some more runs. Oh, 2 outside for a ball. Now firing back over to third is going to be Heisler as Mock gets back in safely. Heisler coming in as a substitute for Peyton Jancy behind the plate in this inning. One of the numerous changes for the Patriots. 1-2 is going to be lifted out towards the infield as it's going to be caught by Berg for out number 2. Back to the top of the order. That's going to be Oliver Lucht. Lucht 0 for 2, lining out, walking, and then flying out. Bases loaded for Lucht here with 2 down. 1 run coming across for the Stars, and on the hunt for a few more as Lucht will take for strike one. Horde and the Patriots trying to minimize the damage. 0-1 taken outside for a ball. One 1 pitch. Lucht swings and fouls it off. 1-2. Horde from the windup, 1-2 pitch, and it's going to be taken outside for ball 2. Lucht able to lay off the tempting morsel. And once again, it's 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. That one sent out towards center, running over is Dodds, and it's going to be caught for out number 3. So that's going to do it here for the top of the 6th as 3 are stranded, 1 coming across. It's now a 6-run ball game. Your score 9-3, West Fargo up on top over post 400. And we'll take it to the bottom of the 6th right after this here on Magnitude Sports. We're back in a moment.
Life is busy, and we all get distracted from time to time. But at Starion, they work hard to keep what's important to me in focus. They are continually upgrading their technology, so I can spend more time playing and less time banking. And although I can do almost all of my banking away from the branch, visiting my banker in person puts a smile on my face and reminds me they're always there for me, ready to help.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
All right, welcome back. About to start the bottom of the 6th inning. It is going to be Jacob Top coming in to pitch. Top warming up. He's got Chayton Sen behind the plate, the new catcher in the game. Jerszewski out in right field. Drew Rarick over at first. Also, changes across the diamond for the Stars. Top coming in inning number 6 in what is now a 6-run ball game. West Fargo up 9-3 here, as you're about 2/3 of the way through. And looks like it's going to be Matt Heupel leading things off. So we're back at the top of the order. Heupel will hit for Hammond. First at-bat of the night for him. Heupel has some history playing against Post 400. In fact, in the previous iteration of the Magnitude Sports Civil War, Matt Heupel got the start in one of those games and nearly got a no-hitter. Took it all the way to the 6th inning. I believe it was the 6th inning with 1 out, and Oliver Luck notched the first hit of the game for the Stars. First pitch to the lefty, Heupel, and he takes for strike 1. Not too often that I personally have seen Heupel hit. Of course, he does play out in the outfield some. Of course, best known for his pitching prowess with the Patriots. So a rare at-bat for me to witness here for Matt Heupel, and he's looking at a 1-1 count. One from Top. Off speed, that one hit the other way out towards left field as Fryer will make the catch for out number 1. Flyout retires the new leadoff man as it's going to bring up Cooper Borkart. Borkart will be hitting in the spot of Trace Stalker. First at-bat for Borkart. And as alluded to earlier on in the game, both these teams making numerous changes. First pitch, Borkart takes for a strike. Still not even 2 hours into this one yet. Hour 48 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Game has had a nice pace to it. A lot of runs scored as well. 12 between the two sides. Top's pitch missing for ball 1. There always seems to be fireworks when these two teams get together. 1-1. That one tipped foul and hit backwards. Borkart fouls it off to make the count 1-2. Tops 1-2. Off speed, taken upstairs. Ball 2. 2-2 to Borkart. It's going to be Connor Enns on deck. Enns will hit in the number 3 hole, previously occupied by Casey Clemenson. Borkart sends that one very high into the evening sky, drifting over as Rarick, and it just escapes the leather. Foul ball, and the count remains where it is. Would have been a heck of a play out in foul territory. Rarick was on his horse, nearly able to snag it on the run. Back into the box goes Borkart. One down and Top looking for out number 2. Two. And it's going to be swung on for strike 3. Top got him swinging for a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, his first strikeout of the game, and the second out of inning number 6. Brings up Connor Enns. First at-bat of the night for him. And it will still be Evan Berg who will hit after him. Berg in the on-deck circle at the moment for the Patriots. 1-0 to Enns. And he swings at the pitch for strike 1. Count even at 1. Top working from the stretch. Pitch on the way in. Just tipped foul, but it's strike 2 regardless. And if it would have been a 2-strike count, it would have still counted as strike 3 as Sen was able to squeeze that one. 1-2, taken inside for ball 2. Top looking for a 1-2-3 start. And he nearly got it right there. That breaking ball taken maybe just a bit high and outside. Full count now at 3-2 to Connor Enns. Top's pitch on the way, popped up very, very high out towards the infield. And it's going to be caught by Rarick out at short, 4 out number 3. So it is going to be a 1-2-3 start for Jacob Top. No runs, no hits, no errors, no nothing as we take it towards the 7th. 9-3 your score. The Patriots holding a 6-run advantage over the Stars. And we're back with more baseball in a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
And just like that, we're back live from Young Field out in West Fargo. 2/3 through this game now as it's 9-3. The Patriots leading the Stars. And it's going to be Job Fryer leading things off. Fryer 0 for 1. Actually, he struck out the first time up. I misrecorded it as a drop third strike. It actually was a strikeout. Now looking at a 1-1 count. By the time that I'd realized the error of my ways, the damage was done, and as it would have been a bit too complicated for me to go back into my phone and correct the error, but fortunately able to have that stick in my memory. Fryer is looking at a 2-1 count. After Fryer, it'll be Easton Rarick. He takes the pitch for ball 3. 6-run ball game here through 6. Stars have 9 outs to play with to try and make up the gap. 3-1 hit hard and for a base hit. Fryer's aboard with his first hit of the game. Now 1 for 2. Skylar Horde coming in the previous inning. He's on 29 pitches, 16 balls and 13 strikes for him as it brings up Easton Rarick. Rarick is 0 for 2, flying out, walking and then grounding out. Not just the second hit of the game for the Stars as that one is driven out towards center. Dodds running on over and making the catch. 4 out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Peak efficiency right there for Skylar Horde as Fryer will hold up over at first. 1 down for Chayton Sen. Sen 0 for 1, striking out his first time up.
Now batting catcher number 9, Chayton Sen.
After Sen, it'll be Drew Rarick. Sen takes for strike 1. Horde pitching and missing outside for ball 1. Working from the stretch right there with the runner on over at first. One on the way. That one hit hard but foul, dribbling down the line and over towards the fence on the side of the field. 1-2 to Sen. One, two, taken outside, and now firing back over to first is going to be Heisler, and Fryer taking off on the throw over towards second, and he's in standing up. 2-2 to send with a runner on over at second. Even count delivery. And it's swung on for strike 3. Horde got him swinging for a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. And your second out of the inning. And it brings up Drew Rarick, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. He's 0 for 0. Not the first strikeout of the game for Skylar Horde. Rarick has Fryer on second with 2 away, and he takes the pitch for ball 1. (1-0) dealing. Missing outside for ball 2. Rarick out ahead of the count. Eli Mock in the on-deck circle. (2-0). And that one popped over the backstop and foul. 2-1. (2-1) pitch chopped on for strike 2. Big swing right there from Rarick. Now Horde just 1 pitch away from sending us to the 7th inning stretch. 2s across the board here in the top of the 7th. That one hit lightly, just getting past Horde, charging in his Deer, flipping from his glove, and he got him. What a play by Caleb Deer for the 3rd out of the inning. And that's going to do it for the top half of the 7th. To the 7th inning stretch we go. So everyone at home, rise up from your couches and join me in singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" as I'll conveniently cut away to commercial and sing in my head. We'll be back with more baseball. 7th inning stretch on Magnitude Sports, and we're back in a moment.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Three strikes here out at the old ball game.
All right, welcome back. Just finished up a beautiful rendition of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." 7th inning stretch in the books as we're going to take it over towards the bottom of the 7th. Evan Berg leading things off. The first pitch to Berg, he sends out towards the outfield, carrying out towards center. Drifting on over and making the catch for out number 1 is going to be Oliver Lucht. 1 pitch, 1 out. Peak efficiency for Jacob Top. We just hit the 2-hour mark of the ball game. Bottom of the 7th here, 8 o'clock in the Central Time Zone. A 9-3 ball game. The Patriots up on top over the Stars. The urban legend surrounding the 7th inning stretch is that way back in the day, I believe is William Howard Taft, who was the president, stood up between the top and the bottom of the 7th inning. And everyone else at the stadium joined him in standing up out of a sign of respect. Now that theory, I believe, has since been debunked. But it's a nice little tale, as, of course, baseball's a sport full of tall tales. Stahl will take for a ball to even the count at 1.
Now designated hitter number 15, Griffin Stahl.
All of a sudden, I'm hungry for peanuts and Cracker Jack as the 1-1 comes in and is taken low for ball 2. Stahl is 1 for 1 walking, singling, and then a sacrifice bunt. 2-1. He hits hard out towards right field. On the move and making the catch is going to be Jaroszewski for out number 2. Nice play out and right. 2 down as it brings up Caleb Deere, who's 2 for 3.
Now batting number 10, right fielder Caleb Deere.
Deere is 2 for 3, singling, grounding out, and then doubling. Top has settled in nicely here. 20 pitches for him, 8 balls, 12 strikes, and retiring the first 5 batters he's faced. First pitch, Deere takes a fastball outside for strike 1. After Deere, it'll be Easton Heisler who's in the on-deck circle. 0-1, line shot, dropping for a hit. Deere aboard with his 3rd hit of the game. He's now 3 for 4. Good game from him. Also had a heck of a play out at second base, flipping it from his glove to get the 3rd out of the inning. 1 aboard now for Heisler.
Up plate now for the Patriots, the catcher, number 14, Easton Heisler.
First at-bat of the night for him. Now 9 hits on the game for the Patriots. 9 hits and 9 runs. First pitch, ball 1. Freeze pops galore here on this hot day. High temperatures, of course. Taken for ball 2. I think I've lost track of how many freeze pops I've seen from kids and adults alike. No matter what age, there's nothing like sugar in a tube. 2-0 the count to Heisler. Taken away for ball 3. For me personally, my favorite flavor has always been orange. There's just something about orange flavored anything. Fanta, popsicles, freeze pops. The likes. 3-0 finds the zone for strike 1. Green seems to be a popular flavor, probably no coincidence. Some home team pride. 3-1 is taken for ball 4, and Heisler will walk. 2 on with 2 down. It's Seth Wiggestrand up next. Wiggestrand 1 for 2, walking, singling, and then reaching on an error. Brief word between Sen and Top. Wiggestrand, then Dodds, then back to the top of the order, and Matt Heupel. First pitch with 2 aboard, and it's taken for strike 1. Top checking the runner. 0-1 on the way. Taken inside for ball 1. One to Wiggestrand. Off speed and taken for a ball. Taken out for 3rd is going to be Deere. The throw on the way from Crescent. And just beating the throw and getting in time is Caleb Deere. Runners on the corners now for Wiggestrand. Top checking the runner, 2-1 pitch. That one hit back towards Top, and that should do it here for the 7th. Underhand toss over the first for out number 3. 2 left on as no come across. We're through 7, and your score remains 9-3. The Patriots leading the Stars. 6-run game as you take it towards the 8th. 2 innings to go here, and we're back with more baseball in a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local Runnings store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
All right, we're back. About to start the 8th inning of play here. Somewhat foreign territory for us here on Magnitude. A lot of 7-inning doubleheaders here, but it's a 9-inning game between the Stars and the Patriots. And it's going to be Eli Mock leading things off. Mock is 0 for 2, flying out, grounding out, and then walking. Facing off against Skylar Horn, who's on 40 pitches, 20 balls, and 20 strikes for him. Mock, Jaroszewski, and Graf, the 3 scheduled to hit. We'll see if that holds true or not, as that one comes in high and tight for ball 1. Some chin music to Eli Mock, as they like to call it. And now that one is going to hit him. Mock hit by a pitch, and it puts him on over at first. Jake Jaroszewski up next. He's 0 for 0, hit by pitch. Got hit on the helmet his first time up.
Number 5, Jake Jaroszewski.
First pitch, in for strike 1. Oh, 1 fastball, finding the zone for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count to Jaroszewski. It looks like it's going to be Jacob Topp who will be hitting for Caden Graf. Pitch taken for a ball. Talked about how I've rarely seen Matt Heupel hit. I don't think I've ever seen Jacob Topp hit in my time covering Post 400. As the 1-2 is going to be swung on for strike 3. A Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for the first out of the inning. And it brings up Jacob Topp. So here we go. First time I've ever seen Jacob Topp hit. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, as he will take for strike 1. Of course, I don't have the official position designation, but I'd have to imagine he's probably listed as a PO. Always exciting to see guys get a chance to hit right here. He's looking at an 0-2 count. The dugout for Post 400 on their feet. 0-2, and Topp fouls it off. Hit the other way, and the Post 400 dugout now whipped up into a frenzy. Topp staying alive. Count remains at 0-2. Fans with their phones out. 0-2, and he takes for a ball. The energy has picked up here. And this place will explode should Topp get a hit. 1-2 taken for ball 2. Count now even to Topp. Topp fouling it off again. Count remains at 2-2. I don't have the official stats, but it would not shock me if this was his first at-bat of the season. 2-2, and it's taken for strike 3. Horde got him with a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for the second out of the inning. And it brings up Matt Bryant. Bryant is 1 for 3, flying out, singling and flying out. First pitch, ooh, that one inside to Bryant. Most definitely for ball 1. Mock over at first with 2 away. 1-0, and Bryant takes on the outside part for strike 1. One, ball 2. Two-one pitch from Horde. That one painting the corner for strike 2. And it's 2s across the board here in the top of the 8th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down to Matt Bryant. Horde from the stretch outside for ball 3. Count now full. Leadoff man Oliver Lucht in the on-deck circle. Horde will step off and step back on. Payoff pitch, survey says taken for ball 4. Bryant walks. Puts on 2 for the top of the order and Oliver Lucht. Lucht is 0 for 3, lining out, walking, and then flying out twice.
Number 3, center fielder Oliver Lucht.
Four outs remaining here for the Stars, and you have to imagine they want to try and get some runs right here. Lucht takes for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Taken up high, finding the zone. For strike 1, count now even. Horde checking Mock. 1-1. That one grounded sharply but foul. And nearly snagged barehanded by Coach Bryant. 1-2 now to Oliver Lucht. Actually, excuse me, it was Coach Fickner. Would probably be very happy to know that I mistook him for Coach Bryant. Coach Bryant stationed over at third. Coach Nelson over at first for post 400. 2s across the board once again. Two. Taken for ball 3, and that's another full count. Back-to-back full counts, this one to Oliver Lucht. Payoff pitch on the way, and it's taken for ball 4. Lucht will walk. And it's bases loaded now for Job Fryer. 1 for 2. They strike out and then a single.
Left fielder, number 7, Job Fryer.
Big spot right here for the Stars. A mounting threat with 2 down. First pitch swung on and popped up into foul territory. On the run is Berg, charging after it. And it just drops on the other side of the fence. 0-1. Second pitch on the way from Horde. Taken for a ball. Here's the 1-1. That one hit hard up the middle and through for a hit. That one nearly getting Horde as Mock comes home to score. Bryant soon to follow. Throw on the way, and Bryant slides in head first and safe. Fryer brings home 2, and just like that, it's 9-5. Two on now for Easton Rarick, and in comes the infield here for West Fargo. Rarick is 0 for 3, flying out, walking, grounding out, and then flying out again. Now just a 4-run ball game between these two sides. Post 400 able to hang around there just a little bit and should make things interesting here down the stretch. 2 runs coming across with 1 swing of the bat. 2 in the top of the 8th, 1 in the 6th, and 2 in the 5th for post 400. Umpire walking out to subtly try and break up the meeting, making his presence known, and right on cue, the meeting adjourned. So here comes Rarick. Big at bat for him. Danger still looming with 2 coming across. Looked at second, Fryer at first. First pitch, Rarick sending it, carrying out towards the gap, and it is going to drop for a hit. Being waved around as Lucht, who's going to touch home for run number 6, and it's a 3-run ball game. Hang on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. This one is far from over. Runners on first and second for Chayton Sen. Sen is 0 for 2, striking out twice. That last hit, number 4 for post 400. 4 hits and 6 runs for them. Sen takes the first pitch, a breaking ball for strike 1. That last one, number 70 for Skylar Horde. 3 coming across now here in the 8th. Pitch on the way, popped up very high and fouled off. 0-2. Horde looking to stop the bleeding and end the inning right here. Oh, 2, that one hit hard and just getting past Berg. And being waved around towards home is going to be Fryer. Throw on the way, and Fryer is in standing up. And it's 9-7, 2-run game. Runners remain on first and second. Drew Rarick up next. Rarick hit by a pitch and then grounding out. He's 0 for 1. And he takes the first pitch for strike 1. Just what the doctor ordered here for the Stars. A shot in the arm in the 8th. Rarick taking upstairs to even the count. Horde checking the runner. 1-1 on the way. Popped up very, very high. On the move is Heisler, as it is going to drop on the bleachers. Foul ball and strike 2. Just escaping the grasp of one of the fans. Horde staring down the plate. 1-2 popped up again. That one carrying out and out of play for a foul ball. Able to stay alive and keep the count at 1-2. Back into the box, Rarick goes. One, 2 taken for ball 2. And for the 3rd time here on the top of the 8th, it's 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. 2-2 pitch. Hit hard but foul. Good battle between Rarick and Horde. Next pitch will be number 7 of the at-bat. Another 2-2 on the way. And he got him for strike 3. Huge strikeout for Skylar Horde, and that's going to do it for the top of the 8th. As 2 are going to be stranded, 4 coming across for post 400. And we got a ball game. 9-7 your scores. We take it towards the bottom of the 8th, and we'll be back with more baseball. The 9, 1, and 2 hitters coming to the plate. Dodds, Heupel, and Borkhardt scheduled to hit right after this. Don't go anywhere. We've got a good one.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
And we're back. Time for the bottom of the 8th inning here. It's a good one. Stars and the Patriots, the Magnitude Sports Civil War. 2-run ball game here. 4 coming across for the Stars in the previous half inning. It's going to be Nolan Dodds leading things off. Dodds is 0 for 3, striking out, grounding out, and then flying out. First pitch to Dodds, and he takes for ball 1 as it looks like the music's still playing. Umpire waving it off, and now the music cuts out as the count is at 1-0. This, of course, round 2 of the Civil War. There was the Battle of Starion Bank Field. Both of those won by West Fargo in a doubleheader sweep. Now the battle for Young Field. 1-1. And for post 400, it was 4 score, 1/2 inning to go. Count is even at 1 to Dodds. Pitch on the way, and it's going to be taken for ball 2. Top working from the stretch. Bunt being shown and going to be pulling back and taken for ball 3. After Dodds, it's back to the top of the order and Matt Heupel. Top's pitch popped up very high. On the move is Rarick, who makes the catch on the fly ball for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down to start off the bottom of the 8th. Matt Heupel up next. Heupel 0 for 1, flying out to left his first time up. First pitch to Heupel, a big looping breaking ball taken for strike 1. Top spin, top back at it again. Oh, 1, another breaking ball. That one taken low to even the count. Heupel maybe swatting at a fly there as he settles back into the box. 1-1, another breaking ball in the zone for strike 2. 3 straight by Top in this at-bat. One, 2, and sharply hit but foul. That one bouncing and back into play. Oh my goodness. Bouncing around, it looked to be bouncing out of play, then back onto the roof of the dugout and rolling through into the field of play. Game of pinball has broken out. Seen pinball and baseball crossover once before. As the 1-2 is going to be fouled off. It was a cabin that I stayed at for a family reunion out near McGregor, Minnesota back in 2012 and then 2014. There's a little arcade area in the lower area of it, featuring a pinball machine, a Frank Thomas themed pinball machine. The Big Hurt, one of the better hitters of all time. Heupel back into the box. Count remains at 1-2. Pitch on the way and bouncing for ball 2. Thomas, of course, best known for his time with the Chicago White Sox. Count even with 1 away. Top now on 40 pitches on the game, 19 balls and 21 strikes. 2-2 breaking ball, and that one just behind Heupel. Like he just avoided that one, and it's a full count. Payoff pitch, survey says. Line shot over towards short, and it's caught. Second out of the inning. Brings up Cooper Borkart. Borkart is 0 for 1, striking out his first trip up. Top looking for another 1-2-3. It's been mostly smooth sailing for him. First pitch grounded over towards short. Rarick on the move, and can he pick it up in time as Borkart digs out towards first, and he's safe. And it's going to bring up Connor Enns. Enns has a runner aboard with 2 away. He's 0 for 1, flying out to short his first time up. First pitch to Enns. Fastball taken, ball 1.
Nice pitch, Jake.
1-0 to the first baseman. And a big chop just tipping it foul. Awkward deflection. It goes down as strike 1. Hard grounder over towards short. Rarick fielding it over to second. And take 2 is good from Easton Rarick as they get the 3rd out of the inning. One is going to be left on base as no come across. As we'll take it over towards the 9th. And an exciting finish on our hands here. Post 400 need 2 runs to keep the game going. We'll see if they can do just that. Top of the 9th upcoming. Stars and Patriots on Magnitude Sports, and we're back in a moment.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them. And that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
And we're back, about to start the top of the 9th. Carter O'Lean has come onto the mound to try and close this game out for the Patriots. And he's going to be facing off against Eli Mock, Jake Jershewski, and Jacob Top. Those are the three scheduled to hit here in the top of the ninth. First pitch, Mock takes for ball one. 1-0. That one taken for ball two to Mock. Mock is 0 for 2. Flying out, grounding out, walking, and then hit by a pitch. It looks like there might be a pinch hitter ready for Top, as 2-0 becomes 3-0. And I believe that is Colby Hansen, who is currently in the hole. We will see for sure after the conclusion of this at-bat. 3-0 up high, and Mock will walk. Second walk of the game for Eli Mock, and sure enough, it is Hansen who is in the on-deck circle now. Jake Jershewski up next. He's got 1 on with 0 outs. For these Stars, the task is simple. 2 runs to keep the game going, and they have 3 outs to play with to do just that. First pitch, a fastball popping the leather, but taken for ball 1. O'Lean with 5 pitches thus far, all 5 of them balls. 1-0. Bunt being shown as Jershewski pulls back for ball 2. Talk about hard throwers. Carter O'Lean is popping the leather of Heisler right now as he finds his zone for strike 1. We've seen that arm on display out in right field as well. A couple of outfield assists for Carter O'Lean on the season. 2-1 becomes 3-1. Pitch to Jershewski. On the way, that one hit hard out towards right field. On the move is going to be Heupel as it drops for a fair ball. Mock is digging for third, and he's going to be waved around and now held up over at third. Jake Jershewski with a double. Tying run over at second base. Here we go as it brings up Colby Hansen. Hansen will hit for Jacob Top here. And a big at-bat. Mock at third, Jershewski at second. Jershewski representing the tying run. Hansen representing the go-ahead run. Hansen takes for strike 1. Pitch on the way and fouled for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count. O'Lean looking for a huge first out. And he got it. Big strikeout right there for Carter O'Lean for out number 1. And it brings up Matt Bryant. Bryant 1 for 3, flying out, singling, flying out, and then walking. Heisler's going to have a word with O'Lean in a very big at-bat. Bryant then back to the top of the order, and Oliver looked. 2 hours and 34 minutes into the ball game here, 8:34 your time. And we're in for an exhilarating finish. Brief conference on the mound as well for West Fargo. Pressure has been ratcheted up here. First pitch to Bryant. Fastball, strike 1. O'Lean settling into a rhythm of sorts now. Working with an 0-1 count. Second pitch to Bryant. Bunt being shown and laid down the line. Charging home to score is going to be Mock. Firing over to first, and he's going to be out. And sliding in to tie the game is going to be Jershewski. 9-9. 2 coming across on the bunt from Bryant. And we're all knotted up. And now, hang on a second. They're going to say maybe out at third as West Fargo is celebrating. things are getting sorted out here. Looked for a moment like that Post 400 had tied the game up, and now it looks like players are ready to shake hands, so that might actually do it. And it is going to do it as they shake hands. A wild ending here. Your final score is going to be officially 9-7 or 9-8, depending on how they scored. But regardless, West Fargo taking care of business as they do put the 8th run on the board. And that's going to do it here from Young Field. So your final score, West Fargo 9, Post 400 8 in a wild ending. Nearly an incredible comeback from Post 400, but falling just short at the very end. West Fargo 9, Post 400 8, and so we wrap things up here. Players shaking hands. That is going to do it, as it is also on a bittersweet note, going to do it for me here with my time at Magnitude Sports for the summer, as my final game now in the books. A wild one, a finale of the regular season for the Patriots, taking care of business on their home turf, and what is the final regular season game out here at Young Field. 4 coming across in the top of the 8th for the Stars, but just not quite enough. 1 coming in the top of the 9th. The Patriots scoring 2 in the bottom of the 2nd, 2 in the bottom of the 4th, and a massive 5th inning with 5 coming across in the bottom of the 5th. That ended up being enough to get them across the line, as those 5 runs were the final 5 that they scored here as we gear up for the States Tournament. Of course, the State Tournament can be found on Magnitude Sports the 26th through the 30th, as we will be bringing coverage of some great baseball out in the North Dakota State Tournament. But for Eric Theoxson, as always, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into today's game, and I hope that each and every one of you had as much fun watching this game as I had doing it. And when I say that, that's something that I truly mean. It has truly been an honor to put on this headset and follow these teams around throughout the summer. I'd like to give a big thank you to both West Fargo and Post 400 for the incredible support and hospitality that I've received from them throughout their seasons. I've been treated with nothing but kindness from the people involved in their organizations, the players, the coaches, and the fans. I'd like to thank every one of you viewers for tuning in and following us along on this wild and crazy but exciting journey throughout the summer. We've seen some incredible baseball. We've seen a little bit of everything, as I always like to say. Hard to believe that it is already the end of my time here as summer has come to a close, and would like to thank each and every one of you that has given me positive feedback, support, and anything else along the way. So once again, one final time here, Eric Theoxson for Magnitude Sports, the Patriots 9 and the Post 400 Stars 8. That's going to do it from Young Field. That's going to do it for me. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. Hope to see you all again soon, and have a great night.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.